All right, it's September 5th, 2021, 8:45. We're on our way up the John Muir Trail.
Heading to Tuolomne Meadows.
The beginning of the 211 miles.
Yep.
Over who knows how many years. But this is the start.
It may take us a while to do it, but here we go.
You feeling good?
Feeling great.
How much does your pack weigh?
Right around 30 pounds.
Here we are again in Yosemite. It's August 27th, 2022.
We're starting on the second segment of the John Muir Trail.
We just got dropped off at Tuolomne Meadows and we're headed towards Lyle Canyon and eventually back to Mammoth.
Yep. It's going to be good. It feels nice outside, 75, sunny.
No smoke.
Our bags.
How much?
I think mine is 28 pounds.
And mine's 22, so we're loaded and ready to go.
Let's do this thing.
It's 9 a.m.
Is the water cold?
We've already been 6.
All right, we're starting out day 2. About to climb over Donahue Pass. Here's
11.4 miles yesterday.
11.4 miles yesterday. Here's where we camped. You can see beautiful cirque behind us. If you turn this way, the stream outlet of the lake falls off that cliff right there to the mountains. It's gorgeous.
We just made it to the top of Donahue Pass, leaving Yosemite.
Bye, Yosemite.
Apparently we're entering the Ansel Adams Wilderness. And here's the first view of Yosemite coming up over Donahue on the John Muir Trail.
Good morning, Carly. Morning, day 3
Alpenglow.
at Thousand Island Lakes. Here's our camp. Beautiful spot. Right under Banner Peak. Good little stumble. And so it begins on Duck Pass Trail. We're here on Saturday, August 26th, 8:45 a.m. We've been nervous all morning, just being honest.
We're 1 hour in and we're at our first water filtering.
this little heating pad has a reaction with water.
Trying a new cooking method.
This is fascinating. Here's the bag steaming. All right, it's day 2. We're here in the morning at Virginia Lake. We just had to have a little water crossing back that way to get over here. So we wore our Crocs, got our feet wet.
Now my toes are frozen.
Our toes are very cold.
But the water was not that cold.
So thankfully we had a good friend, Edgar, who helped us cross. Edgar and Daniel we met yesterday, and we'll be with them tonight at Vermilion Valley Resort if we can make it there. So
we've got 13.8 miles to go.
13.8 miles. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning.
We were the first ones awake. There was frost on our tent. Ice, rather.
It
was
was
pretty chilly in the night.
wild.
I barely slept.
All right, here we come. Up and over Silver Pass. We put some micro spikes on to get us up and over the snow.
All right, we're up here on top of Silver Pass. This is our first big pass on the John Muir Trail. All the way in the distance, you can see the edge of Yosemite, Donahue Pass, right below that flat mountain. And that looks like Banner Peak straight in front of us. And then there's the whole trail we just came up. It was a big climb. I was struggling. Trey, how did you do on the climb?
Did great.
I don't even think Trey was short of breath. And then this is the way we're going. Maybe that's Selden way up there in that where it bottoms out, Trey?
Maybe so.
We'll be there tomorrow.
All right, here's our campsite, day 2. We're right next to Mono Creek. You can see it right there. We did over 12 miles today, which was quite the day. Letting everything dry out, air out. We're about to hide the bear canisters to end the day. Here's Carly. Carly, why don't you share with me a little bit about how today went?
Well, we survived, and I'm feeling much better now that I'm not walking anymore. It was a long day, wasn't it, Trey?
It was a very long day.
We were trying to get to Vermilion Valley Resort, didn't make it. The boat left at 4:45, and we were at the junction to walk our last mile there at 4:47. We thought there might be a second boat if there were enough hikers. And so we started down that way, and God blessed us with this hiker in an orange shirt who told us that they had picked up all the hikers and they were gone. So then we turned around and we marched back to the campsite that Trey just showed you. And we're here and we're set up and we're exhausted. It was an especially challenging day for me. I was questioning my sanity at points. But
you made it.
Things have improved now that we have eaten, and we're ready for tomorrow. And we've already discussed how we can alter the plan to not kill ourselves tomorrow if necessary. So we missed out on a hamburger and fries, but the macaroni was pretty good.
That's it from day 2. Thanks for your interview, Carly.
Yep. All right, we survived day 3.
We made it.
And we made it to Marie Lake.
We're here at Marie Lake.
Trey's losing his speech.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, we pushed to come the extra 1.5 miles, and it's really beautiful. All right, it's the end of day 3. How are you feeling, Trey?
I'm feeling pretty good. We made it to camp. The camp's beautiful. It was a long day, but we're making it. I think we're adjusting to the altitude. And,
my whole body hurts.
Yeah, and I'm just ready to go to sleep. So. All right, it's the morning of day 4, and we've made it to the top of Selden Pass. So here's our view over Marie Lakes. There's Carly. How you feeling today?
Pretty tired.
But we're making it. Today we'll get to Muir Trail Ranch. So, sun is just coming up. Beautiful. Here's where we were filtering water at Sally Keys. And if you can see, there are fishes right here in the water with us. Pretty cool. Here we are. This is the Mono Creek footbridge. This is where we stayed last night. All right, we're going to weigh our bags after picking up our resupply.
What did yours weigh before, Trey?
Mine was 30 before. Now it is.
Trey, stop. I can't see.
Now it's 36.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad.
Okay, 36 for Trey. All right. Here, take this from me, and I'll weigh mine.
Now Carly's gonna weigh.
Hopefully mine doesn't weigh 36 pounds.
It's not gonna weigh 36 pounds.
It's pretty dang close. 32.
All right, official weigh-in, 36 and 32. We're gonna be great. We're gonna be great. Here's our first view of the South Fork of the San Joaquin.
The problem, child.
The problem of the whole trail, the footbridge was destroyed. So Carly,
we have to get across that.
Thankfully, we've met a lot of people who said it's no worse than knee deep at a certain point. So we'll see what happens.
I'll see for myself.
Yep.
Looks like at some point this giant tree fell. And it went right across the trail. And they cut a big chunk out of it and moved it over here. How did they do that? Trey, stand next to the chunk. It's pretty big.
Big old chunk.
That's crazy.
Look how it fell over that.
I don't think it fell over that. I think they put it there. I don't know. We have made it to the broken bridge. Cannot believe it. Let's check it out. Apparently Trey and I were confused about what it was. There it is. We'll just stop here.
All right, everybody, we just forded the South Fork of the San Joaquin.
Woo!
This was the spot.
It was a lot.
Thankfully, we had a crew that went across with us, about
They
5
showed
people.
us the way.
They showed us the way, which was great. It was a bridge earlier than we thought it was. So we're glad we stopped to camp last night where we did. Otherwise, we would have had to do this last night.
It got a little
And
intense.
it's
Going across.
it's up to here on my thigh.
Show them. Here, we'll do a new video.
Nice.
Watching the alpine glow over Revolution Lake. There's our campsite. What do you think, Trey?
I think another great day out here. It's a beautiful campsite with a great view.
Plenty of time to relax today.
Yeah, I think the end of today has been probably the best end of the day yet. We got the camp all set up early and have just been able to sit and relax. It's been really good. All right, here goes Carly, fording the inlet of Revolution Lake, very wide. You can see all this water coming down from snowmelt up there at Muir Pass. So keep going, babe. Okay. She's almost across. Good job.
We're here now, behind me on the John Muir Trail. We're about 1.5 miles below Muir Pass, which is very exciting because we did not even think we were going to get to do this portion of the trail. And what's very interesting is, I guess 6 days ago when we started the trail was when we saw the last satellite images of Wanda. And Wanda was completely covered in ice. And today, 0 ice. So a lot of snow is still melting, I guess. But it's been an amazing morning. Probably like the best views we've had on the trail. Like, we are so pumped, like, getting to see all this. And Trey may have had the first sighting of the Muir hut, which is behind us. It has fluctuated between roasting in the heat and about to blow away in what feels like 40 mile per hour wind gusts that are ice cold. But we made it to the Muir hut. Very exciting. We just missed the anniversary, Trey. Let me come in. Can you show me around?
Yeah. Right here is our fireplace. And right to the right is our one window.
There's a window. Pretty nice view from the window.
We're coming down from Muir Pass. Here's how much snow is left, and it's still melting. I mean, it's been at least 1.5 miles of this. Absolutely unbelievable. All right, everybody, checking in on the morning of day 7.
Day 7. At the end of the day, we're halfway through.
You may have noticed we didn't check in last night. It was a rough end of the day. Lots of downhill, and
coming down Muir Pass was absolute horror. It was so brutal.
that was tough. Not to mention the fact that we passed the campsite we should have stayed at and kept going about 40 minutes longer than we wanted to.
That was 40 minutes too long for me.
So, ended the day in a tizzy. Quite a freak out. But we made it. We're here this morning. We're feeling good. We were able to return the solar panel that we found on the trail to our good friend Edgar, which was such a joy.
He lost it in the horrible downhill section coming down Muir, and Trey and I saw it, and we happened to cross paths with him and Daniel this morning and returned it. It felt like Christmas Day.
So, just wanted to give you all a little update. We'll check in tonight when we hit Palisade Lake.
We've come all the way from that lowest. Trey's acting as a human windshield for the pot, waiting for our water to boil. Trey, what'd you think about our climb up Mather Pass?
It was a harrowing journey. The most harrowing part of our journey to date.
I agree. Several snowfields, a little bouldering. It was a lot. All right, Trey's gonna give us a water filtering lesson. If you ever wondered how we get clean water from little places like this that have marsh growing in them, this is how. We're at our campsite. It's the end of, is it day 8?
Day 8.
Wow, okay, day 8. Trey's got the Catadine.
It's the Catadine Hiker Pro.
He has his cute bandana thing that
This
he's
is how I
sporting.
make sure that my neck doesn't get burnt.
Sunscreen won't do. Clearly.
So you've got an inlet hose that takes water in from your source. At the end of it, you've got a filter that filters out very big things, as well as a waiter to bob it. Drop it in the water, and then it filters water in here as you pump it through the microfilter and spits clean water out of here.
Okay, so now my role is I take the clean straw and I put it in the...
Let some out.
Oh, yep, we got to squirt some out first to get the stale water out of the thing. This is really a two-man job. Here comes the water. Okay, that looks good. Now I put it into the reservoir. All right, Trey, how many pumps for a liter?
It varies.
I feel like you should know by now.
It varies depending on the water source and how hard I'm pumping and how patient I'm being.
To show him, he's now successfully filled up my water source, and now I'll unsuccessfully screw it back on so it leaks, and Trey will have to screw it back on later. And that's our water.
Here we are at the start of day 9. Just left camp. You can see the mountains that we camped by. And it's not often that you are on even terms with the clouds. But here we are.
Almost to the top of Pincho Pass. Here goes Trey across the Woods Creek Suspension Bridge. Only one person at a time. Oh gosh! It's pretty long. It's so wobbly. Okay, in case you're wondering, this is what your hair looks like without being washed for 10 days. It honestly is better than I expected, but it is pretty moldable. You know, you can just kind of push it and it stays in a location. Pretty greasy. The bottom seems not too bad. But see how you can just kind of brush it back and it just doesn't move. It just stays. So maybe that would be good for a slick back hairstyle. But I'm contemplating washing it, which really means getting it wet. But I'm a little nervous because it still has to dry. Trey, what's your assessment of my 10-day hair?
I think it looks pretty good.
It
It's
feels
doing good.
jelly. I don't know what to say about it. It kind of does whatever you want it to, though, you know. Like, I don't know if it'll be worse if I wash it. To be determined.
Here goes Carly through the snow trench to the top of Glen Pass. I'm gonna put this away so I can follow her. Here we are at the end of day 11, enjoying dinner,
Got a
our
big
campsite.
pot of ramen.
Big old pot of ramen. I'm enjoying a little Tillamook beef jerky. So it's spicier than I thought it would be, but it's good. Today was a big day, a big push over Glen Pass, and then to get us closer to Forester. Forester's the biggest pass that's up there somewhere.
Over
We don't really know.
13,000 feet. We're at
Over
about
13,000.
11,200 right now, which is the highest that we've camped on the trip.
Yep. So overall feeling good. Tomorrow is the last big push before we summit Whitney. There will be 2 days before we summit Whitney, but tomorrow is the last big one. We cross this, then it's all downhill from there. So big push in the morning, 3 miles to Forester, and then it's all cruising.
Show them the hut thing.
There's also this very interesting rock formation right here, which kind of looks like the Muir hut. So beautiful panoramic views right now. Not really very many clouds. I'm about to fall. Sorry for that shaky camera work there. But overall gorgeous. Excited for today. Excited for another day tomorrow. Before we know it, we'll be coming at you from the top of Mount Whitney. Let me get you the rest of this panoramic view before I go.
We're above the clouds.
We're above the clouds. You can see the clouds over there between those trees that we're higher than. I mean, this place is absolutely stunning. It's been the biggest challenge of our life, but also a great joy to be able to do this
Surviving.
and to be able to do this together. Right, babe?
Trey's blister that he's had since day 2, here on day 12, has finally given way and busted when he was putting his shoe on this morning.
I figured it would happen eventually. Today was just the day she gave up the ghost.
We're getting it taken care of. This is what a lot of the trail looks like leading up to the passes. Just straight rocks. Which is okay, but doesn't make for great footing, so it's not super fun.
We are summiting Forester now. Up. There's the sign for Sequoia. We did it, babe.
We did it.
3 miles, 2,000 feet of elevation gain.
I think it's the highest elevation we've ever been.
Highest elevation we've ever been at.
13,200 feet.
We did it all this morning in less than 3 hours. Here's what we get to look out and see. What a sight to behold.
We're getting ready for what we hope is our last creek crossing that we have to take our shoes off. It's not deep at all, but there's not enough rocks to get us across. We're here at Wallace Creek on day 12. It's about, I don't know, 3:30-ish. Trey's crocking up.
Gotta get your Crocs on.
Crocking up. This section of trail is unlike anything we have been on yet on the John Muir Trail. We're just out on this big, flat, sandy, open expanse. I believe it's called the Bighorn Plateau. And it just seems like everything goes on forever and ever.
There's a lake over there.
Oh, I see it. Definitely a different landscape.
All right, folks. It's 6:15, day 13 of the John Muir Trail, September 7th, 2023. We've broke camp. We're heading to Mount Whitney today.
7.5 miles.
7.5 miles. We're gonna do this
John
thing.
Muir Trail, our first 14er.
You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right.
We're making our way up Mount Whitney. Still haven't quite made it to Trail Crest, but we're close. This trail has been insane. Very exposed. I mean, it's been amazing views. You can see behind Trey the trail going that way. We've been switchbacking up for a while. We made it to Trail Crest. Everybody's dropping their bags.
We're crazy, so of course we're gonna take ours. We don't want a marmot to chew through.
Don't want any marmots to eat them. We've officially got 1.9 miles left on the John Muir Trail. How does it feel, Trey?
Feels pretty crazy that it's almost coming to an end. So, should be up there within 2 hours, if not shorter.
We're headed up that way. We did it. We officially finished the John Muir Trail. It took
Can't
us
believe it.
3 years, 3 separate trips, a combined total of how many days?
21 days.
21 days, 211 miles, all the way from Yosemite Valley to the top of Mount Whitney. We did it.
We did it.
It is finished. And it was great. It was the hardest thing we've ever done, but we'll always remember it. That's good reason. Here we are, walking on the edge of this cliff. Going apparently into nowhere. We'll see where it goes. We're coming down from the top of Mount Whitney. This icicle just fell down from Mount Whitney in front of us on the trail.
It tried to impale us.
Crazy. Should I throw it?
Throw it.
Okay. I was gonna slip.
There it goes.
Alright, just getting a view on Trey's sleeping situation. We've got one completely busted sleeping pad. So we've been using our 2 luxury pillows to help keep up with the mess. Trey, how's it been going?
It's been surprisingly okay. I think one would be tempted to think this would be awful, and it's not. I tend to be able to make it work, particularly when sleeping on my side. So when sleeping on my back, it's a little bit harder because I have to kind of put the 2 pillows the opposite way so they're not as wide. So normally if I'm laying on my back, I just feel like my arms are hanging and it's just kind of strange.
The sleeping pad's supposed to be inflated like this, and Trey's is flat as a flitter. It's technically mine. Mine is flat. And Trey has been sleeping like this for the past 4 or 5 nights.
This will be night. We did Ray Lakes, Base of Forester, this and this. So 4 nights.
Okay. MVP of the John Muir Trail. This is it. End of day 13.
Yep.
last night at camp.
We did it, everybody.
We did it. It's done.
Just finished the John Muir Trail.
We're at the Whitney portal.
It's about 8:40
Wow.
on Friday, September 8th, 2023. Here is our handy dandy scale.
We're about to do our final weigh-in.
Now the scale does look like it shows about an extra pound, so be aware of that.
Okay, here goes my bag.
Carly's bag, weighing in at just about 21 pounds.
22. Okay.
All right, good job, Carly.
A lot of that's trash.
A lot of that is trash.
My whole bear canister is full of trash. Here goes Trey's bag.
My
Whoa,
bag.
This is more than 22. This is heavy, Trey. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're at...
I'm at about 27, something like that.
Wow.
So
It's finished. We're done hiking.
it's finished, we're done. Now we bum a ride down to Lone Pine,
And find a shower.
find a shower.